आदित्याय नमस्तुभ्यं प्रभाकराय नमो नमः दिवाकराय देवाय नमस्ते रवये सदा. O Lord Aditya, the bestower of light, I offer my salutations to you. O divine one who brings light to the world, O Lord Surya, I offer my salutations to you always. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Ramanama Varanane. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Ramanama Varanane. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattuliyam Ramanama Varanane. Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Welcome back to Sahasranagati. Today is not an ordinary day. Somewhere on earth, the day will suddenly begin to look like the night. The mighty sun, the source of light, warmth, energy, and the life for our planet will appear to disappear. And for thousands of years, we have been asking this question every now and then. Human beings have looked at this as an extraordinary sight and asked one fascinating question. Who is eating the sun? Who is the villain in the sky? Who is swallowing the sun? So many questions, and the answers are unfolded. Today, 12th August 2026, Wednesday, is a total solar eclipse day, but not visible from India. NASA places the path of its totality across the Greenland, Iceland, northern Russia, Atlantic, Spain, and a small part of Portugal. We are discussing from Bangalore an eclipse happening today, not that viewers in India from India can see it in the sky. Astrologically, this eclipse is associated with Karka Rashi and Asilesha Nakshatra in particular. Asilesha is ruled by Buddha, Mercury, while Cancer is ruled by the Chandra, the moon. These are all the astrological associations, not scientifically demonstrated physical effects. To talk a little bit more about Ahilyam Nakshatram, which is also called as Asilesha in Sanskrit, it is the 9th of the 27 nakshatras in the Vedic astrology. It is residing entirely in the zodiac sign of Cancer, Karka Rashi, and is well known as the clinging star or the star of mysticism because of its deep spiritual and mysterious energy. Now, coming back to the question, who is eating the sun? Our ancestors have a beautiful story for this. Rahu is swallowing the Surya. Since ages we have been hearing to these stories. Science has its own version. The moon is passing between the sun and the earth. Today, I want to take you on a story and science, mythology and astronomy. Rahu-Kethu, Nakshatra, Rasi, and finally, what our scriptures teach us about how we should use this particular moment in our stride. Most importantly, as we grow, we should be having no fear for these things. Spirituality should give us wisdom, science should give us clarity. So, let's begin the story. Long ago, during the great Samudra Manthan, the Devas and Asuras churned the ocean of milk in search of Amrita, the nectar of immortality. When the nectar finally appeared, the Asuras also wanted it like the Devas. Lord Vishnu, however, took the beautiful form of Mohini, the lady, beautiful lady, and began distributing the nectar among the Devas. But one of these Asuras was very clever. His name was Swarnabhanu. He disguised himself as a Deva, understanding that the Mohini lady is distributing only for Devas, and quietly sat between the Surya, the sun god, and Chandra, the moon god. He received a drop of Amrita. A drop makes real wonders, isn't it? But Surya and Chandra quickly recognized him. They alerted Lord Vishnu, "See, an Ashura is sitting next to me." And before Swarnabhanu could become completely immortal, Lord Vishnu used his Sudarshan Chakra and severed his head from his body. But because the nectar had already touched him, both parts became immortal. The head became Rahu, the body became Kethu. And this is where our beautiful eclipse story begins. Rahu, carrying the memory of Surya and Chandra exposing him, is said to pursue the moon and the sun. And whenever Rahu catches them, we say he swallows them. That is how the traditional story explains an eclipse. But there is an interesting point here. Rahu cannot keep them swallowed forever. The sun and moon emerges again. So the story itself carries a beautiful message. Darkness may come and go, may cover light for some time, but darkness cannot destroy the light. The key takeaway is, whatever happens, it happens only temporarily. Nothing is permanent here. What are we talking about Rahu and Kethu really here? Let's move from mythology to astronomy. Are Rahu and Kethu physical planets? No. In Rahu and Kethu are called the lunar nodes, Niral Graham, or shadow planets. In modern astronomy, Rahu and Kethu correspond to the two lunar nodes. The moon's orbit around the earth is tilted relative to the apparent path of the sun across the sky. When the two paths are intersecting at 2 points, the point where moon crosses towards the northern side is called the ascending node or the Rahu. The opposite point is the descending node, or we call it as a Kethu. They are therefore mathematical points in the geometry of the sun, moon and earth. Not physical planets like how we see this Saturn or Mars or Jupiter, etc. And this gives us something fascinating facts. Our traditional language says Rahu catches the sun. Astronomy says an eclipse happens when the sun and moon are aligned near a lunar node. Different languages, but both are talking about the same event. Extraordinary celestial geometrical event. Sun eclipse or moon eclipse. When Rahu swallows the sun, what do we call it? We call it as a Surya Grahan or solar eclipse. Or when the moon comes between the sun and the earth and blocks the sun's light from reaching the part of the earth. When does the moon get eclipsed? During a lunar eclipse, of course, Chandra Grahan, or earth comes between the sun and the moon, and earth's shadow falls on the moon. So remember, solar eclipse, moon comes between sun and the earth. Lunar eclipse, earth comes between sun and the moon. The three people are walking around, And today's event is a solar eclipse. A total solar eclipse, meaning that along a narrow path of this totality, the moon completely covers the bright face of the sun for a brief period. And don't worry, in India it's not visible. Where can we see it then? It's not visible from Indian skies, but the path of totality crosses regions including Greenland, Iceland, northern Russia, Atlantic Ocean, Spain and a small part of Portugal. Part of several other regions may see a partial eclipse, according to NASA. So, Please don't go outside in India expecting to see the sun with a glass or without a glass, with a special frame or whatever in the dark nights. Instead, those of us in India can follow the event through reliable astronomical live streams, including the NASA coverage whenever it's available. Technology allows us to witness something happening thousands of kilometers away as if it's happening in front of our eyes, isn't it? The Nakshatra collection. Let us now enter the fascinating world of Jyotisha or astrology. According to Vedic astrological calculations, today's eclipse happens in the Kadaka Rashi and Asilesha Nakshatra. The very name Asilesha is associated with embracing, entwining and coiling, and its traditional symbolism which is connected with serpentine energy. Do watch our previous videos where we have discussed about Asilesha Nakshatra in detail, and also highlighting the characters in our epics, Mahabharata, Ramayana, who are all born in that nakshatra. A classic example of this Kali Yuga is our Guru Acharya, Sri Ramanuja. We believe that he is a incarnation of Lakshmana, the younger brother of Lord Rama. And Lord Lakshmana was born on Asilesha Nakshatra, incarnation of Adisesha. We have Lakshman from Ramayana in this. A lot of examples we have given in our classic stories. That makes today's eclipse particularly interesting as a Jyotisha part of view perspective. What are the precautions we should take in the spiritual lines? Traditional astrological beliefs or scientific facts, we no need to mix these two actually. From the traditional Jyotisha perspective, people whose Janma Nakshatra is Asilesha or whose Janma Rashi is Kadaka may choose to observe the additional spiritual discipline during an eclipse as per their gurus. Some practitioners may also consider the individual horoscope, especially the placement of Sun, Moon and Rahu and Kethu in their birth chart. This doesn't mean that something bad will happen to them. It's not about creating a fear factor in that. If you belong to Asilesha Nakshatra or in the Kadaka Rashi or Cancer, we can say, you can use this as an opportunity for gaining a lot of internal energy like prayers, japas, meditation, introspection, charity, and actually that is doing something for all of us can do. Scientifically, if you are in a place where the solar eclipse is visible, never look directly at the partially eclipsed sun with your naked eyes. Ordinary glasses are not just enough. Proper solar glass, viewing glasses or viewers meeting in the appropriate safety precautions should be used. Never look at the sun through a camera or binoculars or a mobile or telescope unless the optical equipment has a proper solar filter designed for that purpose. During the brief total phase of the total solar eclipse, when the bright face of the sun is completely covered, direct viewing is safe, but again, the eye protection must go back on the instant the bright sun appears and disappears. What we can generally do in this time? Chant God's name, perform japa, meditate, maintain a mental discipline, observe fasting if it is suitable for the health and tradition, and give charity soon after the eclipse is over. The eclipse observances or sutak we call it as, please follow the practice prescribed by one's acharya and sampradaya and the family tradition. Customs differ, sampradayam differs. There is no scientific evidence that an eclipse itself makes food poisonous, harms any babies or unborn baby, or creates supernatural physical danger, but it's always better to be precautious. Our scriptures did not merely tell stories about eclipses, they have recorded eclipses too. The Rig Veda 5.40 speaks of the sun being covered by darkness through Swarnabhanu. O Surya, when Swarnabhanu covered you with the darkness, the worlds appeared bewildered. This is a quote from there. And the next verse speaks about Atri discovering the hidden sun and restoring its light. They have documented each and everything, even though they did not have paper, pen, or other modern facilities like how we have now. People are really bewildered. When the sun is hidden, people are bewildered, and then the light returns and the sun's return. Bhagavatam. And there are a lot of connections we can see. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 82, we hear about a great solar eclipse during the time of Sri Krishna. People travel to Kurukshetra to observe that eclipse, bath, perform and religious duties and give charity. The chapter begins like this. A great eclipse of the sun occurred, described as being like the end of the cosmic age. Suryo Parag. So, what did people do? They did not spend the time in fear. They did not cry or they did not do any other chaos there. They came together, they prayed, they performed sacred acts, they gave alms. Ultimately, the eclipse became an occasion for spiritual reflection and divine remembrance. Satsangam is always important. Connect yourself with the right people. Association of the right people is always good for the spiritual growth. So the greatest lesson of an eclipse: for a few minutes, the sun appears to disappear. But the sun itself has not disappeared, the light is merely temporarily obscured. And perhaps life is like that too. Sometimes clarity is covered, sometimes confidence is covered, sometimes our peace is covered, sometimes it feels that darkness is there for all of us has swallowed our light. But as the sun emerges, our light can return too. So today, rather than asking, what will Rahu do to me or to that particular nakshatra or the Rasi, what darkness within me can I remove? The fear factor should not be there. Let us use the moment for prayer, reflection and surrender. Sharanagati is the ultimate margam. This is what Sahasranagati, the channel, talks about. Walking together towards bhakti, dharma and spiritual wisdom. Thank you so much for joining me in this evening. May Surya Bhagwan bless us with more clarity forever. May Chandra Bhagwan bless us with more peace forever. May Rahu and Kethu remind us that even shadows have their place in their cosmic order. And may the light of Dharma always guide us. In the playlist for each and every planet, we have given the shloka. You can take time to go to the playlist and watch all the shlokas. These are all only short shlokas, that is less than 1 minute. You can use all the 9 shlokas to keep on praying the planets as well as the main shlokas. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Prayers for all. We wish all those persons who are born on this date, all those who are celebrating their anniversaries today, wedding anniversaries today, and those who are celebrating the work anniversaries today. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Radhe Krishna. All our videos, you can watch it in Hindi, English and Tamil. In your device, select the language and watch all the videos fully. And last but not the least, if you find these videos helpful, please subscribe to the channel once, share, watch and hype and leave a positive comment in the YouTube so that I can know what sort of videos you are watching and what is that you like in my YouTube channel. We focus on temples, we focus on scriptures and our dharma. Stay connected, stay supportive. Radhe Krishna. Thanks for watching.